Alright, so get past some technical difficulties there as well, but we are up and running. So, time to get this started. It's been one of those nights. But, you know, isn't it always? We should be up and running though, hopefully everyone comes over. I suspect that it will be a little bit confusing at first, but we should be good. Okay, I should probably change out my status thing here. There we go. Alright, well, time to take some loads and see where we can end up. We're at level 8 and $121,000. It says we're connected. Why am I not seeing the screen? Just stream the game. Okay, there we go. Looks like we are live. Okay, sorry about the delays there. I was just not getting any chat, and the stream preview is saying connect streaming software. TK24, thank you so much for jumping in. I appreciate it. You just came across my channel, want to learn how to make some skins for police cars, and boom, here was the tutorials. I'm so glad to hear that you were able to use those and that they're working for you. Definitely love to hear that. Feel free, if you want to jump into the Discord, you can share share some screenshots, and we'd love to see what you came up with and help you out any way that we can. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm glad you are here. Now that I know that we are up and running, and YouTube Studio is just not working right, we will go ahead and continue on as if it was working properly, because I'm seeing a live screen. Don't know what it's waiting for. Yeah, that is so bizarre. It's alright. Let's go ahead and get on the road and see what we can get ourselves into. There we go. Pop out the right chat. Time to get on the road, and as the title says, we are going to be trying to jump down into California from here, so we'll just take a job that leads us down that direction. Lakeview to Lakeview. Okay, this is route length. Price per distance. Ontario to Pendleton. Yeah, I don't know what YouTube's doing. I give up fighting with it right now. The one that is working doesn't have the right thumbnail or any of that, so whatever. Done fighting with it. Am I running the new beta? I don't think so. Don't have any beta access, or haven't set up any beta access or anything. Oh, Lakeview to Reno, that'd be kind of cool. But we should go down to California. That said, I wanted to start in Oregon and head down to... Damn it. There we go. And head down to California to kind of add some realism to it. Reading... Come on. Something has to go down there. Apparently it's not worth much, but... Oh, here we go. Klamath Falls to Eureka, a wheel loader. So that's an option. Bend down to Reading. Actually, it looks like that wheel loader is going to be the most valuable one that we can take right now. So let's go ahead and do this. No, I don't have, like I said, I don't have the beta going. This is just the current version of the game with some mods into it. This load should get us another 7,700 bucks, so that's not bad. We were going to do some LSPDFR, but compatibility issues, which worked for 2 hours and then suddenly would not run the game. So we are doing some ATS. Alright, what's going on here? There we go. Some weird loading issues there. Nice good-sized truck there with the bulldozer on the back. Wheel loader, I guess it is.
An elite team has been assembled to guide your mission. Let's get started.
Fortunately for this one, we can just head straight out. We don't have to do anything too crazy with our path. Technically, I should go around to the right side of this building, but it's alright. We are taking it straight out of here. Get on the road, get us going. Listen to some Morgan Freeman.
Turn right.
Life should be good, right? TK, thank you again for your kind words there at the beginning. Do you play ATS as well?
0.1 miles. Turn right. Turn right.
Come on, get going. Well, once you come to a stop, it does not want to get rolling again. Right, so that should be good. That'll bring us up to almost 130,000. 246 miles.
In 0.1 miles. Turn right. Turn right.
Is there a light? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. See, I guess I should take a quick look here and see what the chat is saying, because it's blocked partially. And change it from best route to shortest. Guess I've never really even looked at that setting. Nice! Made your own 18 speed shifter. Wow, that's impressive. Very cool. I'm glad that you're here to enjoy not only LSPDFR and making skins, but also ATS. That's an awesome combination. Gameplay, I would assume. Show truck limit, speed warnings. Navigation mode, best down to shortest. Huh. Honestly, didn't even know that was there. How does that change our route? Not really, but good to know that that's a setting. Cool. All right. The fun of Oregon towns, all of them want to be 20, 25 mile an hour speed zones.
Continue straight. In 0.1 miles, turn left.
You would think that best would be shortest? Yes and no. Best would be in the shortest amount of time, most likely, versus shortest, which could take you on dirt roads, it could take you on
Turn left.
through every small town. And so even though it's shorter miles, you may take longer to get there. Technically. So that's one of the differences between best versus shortest. Like if it takes you 20 extra miles to take the highway, but you're getting there faster because you can go 65, 70, that would be best versus the other option there. Hope everyone is staying safe with all the craziness in the world. Whoa, right now? Yeah, fortunately it hasn't really affected me directly. My wife works from home. I'm still working full-time, so financially we're still treading even to where we were before. In fact, with less driving, it's probably a plus. But yeah, it's definitely been different, but we're still good to go. Hopefully you're doing well. Obviously, trying to base the game around Oregon, that is because I live out here. So we're definitely showing up on the map for virus activity, but no, it has not directly affected my family or any of my friends, so that's, as unfortunate it is that people are dealing with it, I am grateful that it has not directly affected me. TK, I see you just joined the Discord there. Thank you so much for doing that. About 5 minutes ago, but great to have you there as well. It's a great place to just have a good conversation. I try to keep everyone updated when I do stream, and or videos or projects like work in progress. There is a channel there specifically for work in progress, so if you are making skins and such, you can always post them there as well. I think that does require the texture developer role in order to post there. Texture developer or vehicle developer, that kind of stuff. I'll have to take a double check on that, but I think that's the case. Jobs you've taken with the shortest setting take half the time than what the game gives you. Interesting. Do you follow speed limits? Out of curiosity. I feel like that's a valid question in this case. I try to at least keep it under 10 miles over if I'm streaming. If I'm not, I may flex that a little bit depending on what the situation requires for time frame and how much time I'll be on. Oh, that truck's not going to make that fast corner like I was hoping it would, but we're clear. TK, what was the skin that you ended up making? You said that was your first skin. It's always interesting to see some of the different challenges people take on as their first skin. And usually it's because of a specific connection to that department. And I understand that for sure. I've taken on some that early on I would have probably not done if it hadn't been for the fact that it was a neighboring town or an agency that just has a really cool design that's local. Definitely want to show that kind of support there. In reality, I probably should have waited until I had a little more skill or some more of the plugins and such, but yeah, it works out. I like how it's all turned out. And obviously you guys do too, so that's what matters. Alright, we're coming into Weed, California. Whoa, whoa, slow down, slow down. Yep, rolled right through that one. Okay. Good thing no one else was here. You do, but eminently change the speed and have cruise control on which makes jobs... Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Got to talking and watching the chat, and I did not notice that I was rolling through that stop sign, or stoplight, earlier. Alright, nice little town, little diner. I feel like there could be some really good food there, maybe a Philly cheesesteak or something. Alright, we're coming up to the highway here. Reading next left.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Vancouver,
Turn
British
left.
Columbia. Whoa, that's a Mustang. Just about ran it over. Would you get out of the way? I live outside of Vancouver, British Columbia. Your buddy's a police officer for the city of New Westminster. Oh, gotcha. Very cool. Autocorrect will be what kills me. Yeah, I definitely understand that one. Well, that's awesome. Feel free, definitely, if you're able to, post the screenshots into Creator Work in Progress. If it does require the roll, before I can get to it, feel free to put them into photos as well. We'll definitely take a look. Or if you've got videos of it, there's a section for that as well. A lore-friendly version of that department. They run mostly FPIUs, but I chose to do a CVPI. That's the great thing about making the skins yourself, is a department may only have one option, but if you want, you can put it on anything. You can put it on a Bearcat, Mustang, a boat, and a helicopter. If nothing else, it shows what the department could do if they felt like it. So it's nice to have that creative freedom to it. And I feel like all departments, here I am driving off the road again, all departments have used a CVPI at some point. That was pretty much the standard vehicle for a very long time. Local department out here still runs some Crown Vics. In fact, that was the department I went to their Citizens Academy for. Right up to the point where COVID shut them down. They ended it and suspended it for a while, but I don't see it coming back before they say, well, we'll just start up a new one next time. Because they do it once a year, take a few months off. I don't think they're going to come back to it. It'd be nice if they did, because I'd love to finish it out. I used to post updates
Keep
every
right,
week.
and then exit right.
Okay. I used to post updates of what we went over and some pictures.
Exit
And
right.
it was a good time for sure. Right, well, we're breaking 5.7 miles per gallon. Get ourselves moved over. See how far away we are here. So we're coming out of Reading. This is where we're going to hit some new roads that I have not been on yet. Why did it... There we go. You'll definitely look into Discord. Haven't really spent any time with Discord yet. Very cool. I'm glad you're checking it out. It's not something that I used to use a lot until starting this channel. Used to follow a few other streamers on their Discords. And it actually took me a while before I set up my own.
Continue straight.
I didn't really feel like at the time that there was a big need for it. That's actually a nice looking charger with that stripe. Get a little closer here. Could use some better wheels, but not bad. But yeah, I find Discord to be really useful. It's great for communicating, sharing pictures, videos, setting up schedules and that kind of stuff. Really kind of cool. Even if you don't have your own, it's pretty nice. Hey Rye, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here as well. Nice to have you here for 2 nights in a row. I don't have a co-pilot this time, so we should keep ourselves out of the weeds this time. We'll see though. I mean, it's still early. By early, I mean it's 12:30. Yeah, yesterday I ended up going up into the hillside because my son sneezed a couple times and then lunged forward. Went to collect him, and off the road I went. And then later on that night, he grabbed my mouse and moved it over, and I was looking out the window while I was driving around a corner next to us, another semi. So, fun times there. But I hope you're having a great night, Ray. I know it's 3:30 in the morning there for you. I don't know, maybe you're up for the next day. Come on, bus, coming through. Places to be. Maybe watch the stream you did on Friday to see how you drive. Yeah, I could do that. Is your streams on YouTube? Yeah, I guess you did set up your channel for that. The only streams I've seen of yours so far has been Discord streams. Which I will say is pretty smooth. I do like the Discord streams. Downside is trying to get activity in your Discord server during that time for the stream and getting it advertised could be a little bit tricky. Plus, I'm going to run you over with like 80,000 pounds of dozer in the back here. Recently became a father. Actually, I have a almost 2.5-year-old, and then I have a 6-month-old. Coming up on 7 months, actually. So it's not actually new, but every day you come into it, it's a new experience. But I wouldn't have it any other way. They're awesome. Make sure you hit that like button. Absolutely, I do appreciate that. You know, actually, quick pause here. Since it has been, I'm out of the loop, out of practice with doing streams. I tend to forget to get the chatbot going. So, as a test, we'll see if it's working here. Okay, it's loading up. Alright, right, this TK here, he was another guy that found my streams, found my videos and tutorials, and has made his first skin, so pretty cool thing there. Let's go ahead and do that just to make sure it's working. Your first is on the way, end of September. Well, congratulations. My birthday being in September as well. My son's birthday is in September. He tried to steal my birthday, but he missed it by a few days. Which means he stole it. Who's gonna pay attention to mine when you've got a cute kid taking it over? Alright, well that is awesome, TK. Congratulations. This is our load for today. Got the wheel, what is it, wheel dozer? Something like that? Wheel loader? Yeah, wheel loader. I removed you removed the one you did on Friday, because the audio settings that Windows gave me made the audio not as good as it should have been. That makes sense. Excited and terrified all at once. That's the only way you can have it. because that's the best way to have it, because you're going to be excited. No, let me rephrase that. You're going to be terrified, but as long as you're excited at the same time, that's all you can ask for. It is life-changing. Life will never be the same, but you know what? In a lot of ways, I wouldn't want it any other way. You can't just drop things all at once and say, yep, we're going to go for a ride, or going to go somewhere. Or just drop everything and run, go for a road trip or something, but there's so many positive things that come with it that totally makes up for it. Discord is definitely where it's at. Yeah, I mean, Discord's amazing. You can build a huge community, or I mean a good-sized community. I wouldn't say mine's like thousands of people or anything, but we've got a great group, and it's a lot of fun. It's a great resource for streamers, whether they have a following or not, and a good way to reach out and communicate, especially if you have something on the side like texture development or vehicle devs. In our case, we've got a little bit of everything. Textures, vehicles, other graphics. We've got content creators for YouTube, Twitch. If you have a question about something, there's probably someone on the server that knows something about it, which is really fun. You're going to start your stream when mine ends? Okay. I'm not sure how long I'll be up tonight. I do have to work in the morning, so I know how long I should be on. Go-to method for taking screenshots in-game. If I'm doing GTA, it is in-game screenshots. It's a mod, lets you do free cam. Absolutely the best method for taking screenshots. If it's this game, there is the photo mode, but I don't do a lot of pictures in this game, to be honest. The photo quality is just not quite there as much as in-game screenshots is, at least when I do it. But you can get some great looking screenshots for thumbnails, advertising your uploads. Another good way to do that is with in-game screenshots, because it'll let you go inside the vehicle as well if you're trying to show off the console or the back seat or something. So pretty cool setup there. It's a good thing there's not oncoming traffic, because I'm not really paying close attention to my lines. Watching chat more than I'm really watching my lines. Yeah, absolutely. That was one, it took me a long time to find it, and I could not go back. In fact, when I pulled all of my mods out to get rid of the crashes, which obviously that didn't work, but when I did that, I lost in-game screenshots for a little while, and when I was testing my vehicle, I hated taking the pictures, because it was just the standard views, third-person views, or the first person and squatting down and looking, putting the gun away. It just doesn't work as well as being able to free cam. Alright, we're about 32 miles away. I gotta remember, we do have that just-in-time rank on here as well, so I should probably keep an eye out for those payouts. You wreck more when you read your chat. It's a good reason to wreck, I guess, if you're gonna do it. So far, the only time I've wrecked was last night when my son, scared half the internet with his sneeze. Alright, so we're wrapping down here. We're not very far away, though. Probably jump on the highway, go down a few exits, jump back off. And we're up to speed. Oh, there's a car there. Keep it going, Land Rover. Move. Guess I should have looked. I'm sure there are some people that only watch these kinds of streams for the crashes anyways, so it's probably not bad to have them in there. Alright, coming up to Eureka now.
Keep right, and then turn right.
City limits.
Turn right.
The Global Mills. Kind of sounds like General Mills. Right. I'm taking this light, so... This is interesting driving in the cinematic mode. Definitely a different feel to it. Okay, so once we get up... Oh, geez, that's a steep bridge. Little day cab Peterbilt. Got a truck sitting at the entrance of that road, so I don't think that's the one I need. Hey, Jamie, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. Hope you're having a good Sunday evening, now Monday morning. Yeah, I guess if the West Coast is Monday morning, then everyone else is at least that. Thank you, Jamie. Glad you liked the commands there. Okay, HMS is where we're dropping this thing off at.
You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
Does it just want me to pull this one straight in? No, we're backing it in. Okay, good. Because that's where our XP is going to be at, is doing the, like, 90 additional XP for doing those. It must be showing up here for repairs, by the looks of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can do this with staying inside the truck. Obviously, we're not currently lined up. See if we can maybe wrap it around this way. You're at home watching TV and watching my replay of LSPD. Oh, yeah, that... I'm gonna have to pull that down. Unfortunately, that stream did not work at all. I tested it for a good 2 hours. Jump in game and it crashes every time. So we almost had some LSPDFR for tonight. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Here we go. Not bad. For the angle we were at, this is pretty good. There you go, Ryan. You were just talking about not being able to back in. If I can do it, you can do it. There we go. It gave me credit for it before I was actually in the space all the way. 146 miles driven. Look at that. Trailer maneuvering 40, urgent delivery 79, high value 71. Some good amounts there for sure. Let's take another look at our jobs. You can't back in at all. I'm sure you could. It's a bit of a challenge for sure. Eureka to Reading. Large reservoir tank requires an escort. We have 197 miles, 115 miles. Coos Bay to Salem is 8,500. Let's give this one a shot. It's not a super high paying, but it is all of those, and it's only 115 miles, so give us something new to drive. And it's also in California. And this is one of those exceptions to the idea of only driving trucks from Oregon. I delivered in Eureka, so if I pick up there and go to Reading, that still makes sense, logically. I'm sure it was something that would have been arranged ahead of time, but we'll take it. Take a look at my stuff here. Okay. Let's go to this screen here. There we go. Back in game. Okay. Avoid contact with the escort vehicles. Do not drive out of the route. Obey speed limits. Watch out for overtaking traffic. And that's how you change lanes. Cold there today? It wasn't bad here. We had 60s, I think. We ended up going for a walk around town, or around the neighborhood, and it was pretty nice. Okay, well, let's take this special transport out of here. There's CHP about to give us an escort, and there's the rear escort vehicle.
Let's roll. We owe it to our children to have you arrive safely.
And fortunately, we don't have to maneuver out of anything here. So let's get this giant tank out of here. Oh, I just took another screenshot. That's not what I meant to do. 77,000 pounds, so it's not overly heavy, it's just wide. And CHP is doing their best to get that truck moved over. This is not a road that he should be on. With me coming at him, I mean. But I mean, it mostly fits in the lines. I feel like this should be a fairly easy delivery. And by feeling that way, I'm sure I will run it into something.
In 0.1 miles, turn left.
So my next goal will be to get LSPDFR running again smoothly and without crashes.
Turn left.
Because I feel like I need to do some LSPDFR. It's been far too long. Okay, we're running the red. Works for me. Right. I mean, by the time we really get onto the highway, we're already just 100 miles away from the destination. And this is going to put us over 133, 134,000. So as we get closer to the levels that we want to get to, we'll be running our own truck. Technically, we could do the cutoff at 10, level 10 instead of level 13. I just wouldn't get the truck that I want. Rye, you've had 2 LSPDFR streams in a row without crashes? That's amazing. Like from 9, almost 10 until, so like 9:30 to 10:30, or 9:30 to 11:30, I was
Keep right.
changing things and testing it,
right.
and everything was working fine. And then we start streaming, and I can't
Exit
even,
right.
cannot even get LSPDF, or can't go on duty. Crashes on going on duty. So that's cool. Good call, truck. Kind of surprised he waited. I'm thinking Kenworth is still the direction I'm going to go with as far as company. Their trucks are they're a little bit more modern than the Peterbilts. They still have a good, tough look to them. This one's a little more rounded. But the boxy ones are still my favorite. Oh, get up the hill. 35-mile-an-hour speed zone. I guess that's how they make this 100-mile trip last longer. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Keep it going there, trooper. Looks like he could use ELS. It's a very windy road that we're about to hit. Ace Pilot 2K7, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. It's been a little while for sure. We were going to do some LSPDFR, but with just some mod issues, would not run. But great to have you here for sure. Super late though, isn't it? Like almost 4 a.m. over there? I mean, I'll take everyone's involvement here in the chat anytime, but it's just a bit surprising. Took a nap earlier, so now you're wide awake. Yeah, I see how that goes. That CHP officer is just hanging out on the side of the road. And I've got, what, plus, if you include ETS driver, no logic there, I've got 3 people here that on a regular basis drive on, oh, and TK as well, so 4 people that do this kind of stuff all the time, and here I am trying to present it myself. Talk about some pressure there. Alright, only about 60 miles left to Reading. On one of the windiest roads you could take this truck on. New York's 3:50 a.m. I hear there's a lot of stuff going on there. I'm sure you're having a lot of people ask you about the updates with New York's fight with the virus, so hopefully you are doing well, you and your family. Another CHP trooper sitting on the side of the road. Just the pressure of all these people that know how to drive in this game. Besides, I'm hauling a large reservoir tank. That's not a pressure tank. I thought it was a pressurized tank. Never mind about that part. Fortunately, I haven't run this guy over yet. It's weird doing this run in California after all the time we've spent in Oregon. Not seeing the blue and gold, but just seeing the traditional black and white CHP cars. A little change of pace. Any of you guys have any plans for this week? I know some people aren't going to be at work, so I'm sure there'll be some extra streams or some videos or something going on. Maybe some activities with immediate family, possibly. My schedule hasn't really changed much since I'm still at work. That's how it goes. I get that ever so coveted essential title. Whether I want it or not, right? Well, it makes sense we're carrying a reservoir tank. We've got this little lake out here. About 30 miles out. Haven't had a black and white unit in your game for years. Want to put a set in for one of my next ones? Okay. It's funny you mentioned that. I've got a a design I put together a while back. Used it on one of my last LSPDFR streams, and I've had some people contact me and say I should release it. Makes me feel like I should do it. Oh, clipped it on the corner there. Not good. Got distracted. There we go, back on the road. But yeah, I had a couple people reach out to me and say I should release it. At the very least, I should use it more. It was a pretty simple design, but it turned out pretty nice. Oh, that's right, Easter Convoy coming up. Resident Evil 3, if they give you the game. And probably some Deceit, very nice. MTA is running reduced service. Weekend schedule. Several subway lines are suspended. Okay, I should get back on the road. Over here reading chat. Some of the subway lines are suspended due to the train operators and crews. Okay. You want to use the red cars again? Hey, you still got them. I'm glad that you enjoyed them so much, and I'm glad they worked well for you. Always glad to see some of my skins out there on the road. MTA local and select bus must board in the rear door. Okay. Yeah, it's an interesting time with all the different restrictions and how worried people are. Most buses are free right now. There's a trooper standing on the side of the road. Yeah, out here they've put in an order to have everyone stay home. Oh, I clipped the guardrail again. Everyone to stay home, and then they said, but some businesses can stay open, but it wasn't very specific.
In 0.1 miles, turn right.
So every business wants to claim essential status. Even landscapers are trying to say that they're essential.
Turn right.
If we're going to take it seriously, then no, you don't have places like that claiming that. Oh, jump the curb. But, you know, until they put down a for sure order that here is the list of who can be open and who cannot be, roads are still going to be busy. People are still going to be out there. People are going into public places, and work is going to continue. And that graph showing the number of cases that are becoming known it's going to continue to increase until you actually shut it down. And that does make sense, having anyone who could potentially be exposed entering in further away from the driver. That keeps the buses running that way. Makes a lot of sense. Never been on a city bus. Transit's pretty busy out here in Portland. Although, from what I've seen, it's really died off since the scare. Which, again, is a good thing. There really shouldn't be what's out there. Personal opinion. My work hasn't changed, though. I mean, it's been different because there's less people around. But ultimately, still just doing the job as normal, just with less people.
1 miles, turn right.
Which I guess I can be glad that there's less people around, less potential for hazards. Alright, let's make this corner extra wide because I've been cutting corners, essentially, all the way along. Clipped a couple of small things.
In 0.1 miles, turn left.
Alright, we are arriving. They don't want me through there.
Turn left.
Here we go. We are pulling in. Fortunately, they're not going to want anything too fancy with this load.
You've arrived.
Right.
It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
He's always so polite. Oh, I heard about that Tiger testing positive. It makes you wonder, though, what sparked the interest to even test the cat? Because a lot of people were saying the animals couldn't contract it from people. So I'm glad they caught it, but it seems surprising that they would check. Maybe that's just me. Alright, that brings us 2/3 of the way up. Not a bad little run. We weren't bogged down too much by the heavy weight. Let's see what we have. We should probably take a load from Reading, since we just finished a job there. There's a 90,000 pound scraper that'll pay... Oh wow, where does that end up? Where? San Rafael? Okay, so about 217. Exactly, there are people out there that have the symptoms and can't get the test, and yet a tiger gets tested. Seems very odd. So $9,000 for a 200-mile run, or 152 miles for 6,100. Crawler tractor. Let's take the scraper. That's going to branch us out even further south, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah, it turns out it wasn't a bad thing that they tested them. It just seems like an odd thing with a limited supply of tests, and people that just cannot get the test. But turns out it was something they were able to find. That's going to take us through Sacramento. So it's going to be a long drive to the south.
The Secret Service has your back, and so do I. Let's go.
Morgan Freeman. Always the positive outlook on life, right? Looks like I can get out here to the right. I'm gonna really regret this if it doesn't work. Yeah, there's a gate. Just think if this is the same thing that happened just 20 years ago, how bad it would be. Yeah, it's hard to say anymore. Alright, so here we go. That gives us a good wide opening to get out of instead of the gate. I think that'll help us for sure. The last bad virus is 1918, wiped out 50 to 100 million Americans. Oh, people worldwide. Helps if I read it all the way through. Yeah, the Spanish flu was a bad one. I'm glad that I don't think I know anyone right now that lived through that one. But yeah, if they can't contain it, it could end up being like that. And part of the reason why it makes me question some of the ways things are being handled, but I'm not in a position to make those decisions. Alright, so we're about 215 miles away from our destination. Still not too bad. 94 viewers that stream, very nice. Got the whole crew. So, great exposure. Not only for your channel, but for the crew. That's awesome. I know I have other stuff set up for the bot. I honestly don't remember what it was. Just fell asleep. That's how it usually goes for me. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Did I set up commands? Apparently I did not. Let me take a quick look at my bot and see what we have. Commands. So, Twitch, Buddha, Darkmire, date. I don't know why I have a date one, but okay. Discord, donation, D-Train, Fasulo. Give, I don't even have that one. GM Anton Z, Hype, JJ, Dawkins, Like, Roy Wilson. I've got you in there. Let's check that one out here. Yes. Wilson. There we go. Let's see, stats, sub, time, top 5 points, uptime. William. I need to get an ace in one here. I don't have one yet. That's crazy. Okay. Let's go ahead and get me back in the game here. I was checking out my commands. I unfortunately don't have a command list. I need to do that one. Need to come on when I have time. That would be a lot of fun. I haven't been on a 5M server in a long time. Vincent Loves Games, welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. Thank you so much for jumping in. You do have your CDL. That is awesome. You know more about trucking than I do. I'm just going to lay that out there right now. But great to have you here. Alright, yeah, right, I definitely have had one in there for you for quite a while. I tried to set one for each of my mods. But I don't get the chance to use them much because I haven't really done a lot of streaming lately. Yeah, I think there's a few people in here that know more about trucking than I do. Well, there's only a few people in the chat, so everyone knows more than I do pretty much. But it's a good time. I enjoy the game. The simulation aspect of it is great. I'll take this corner a little bit sharp. There we go. I have no idea what we're listening to. I love no copyright sounds.
In 0.1 miles, turn right.
This game, from what I see, has a lot of information in it. Just saying. It's American Truck Sim. I mean, it's supposed to be fairly accurate, fairly realistic. Oh, jumped that line a little bit. Made it around there without hitting anything. Been streaming like a madman since I'm not working. Gotta make a living somehow. Yeah, absolutely. Well, any way that I can help out, just let me know. I'm always happy to help you out. How long am I staying on? Well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning now, and I gotta be at work in the morning, so probably not super long. Vincent Loves Games. Whoa, I'm driving off the road. I didn't see the rest of the notification, but thank you so much. I believe that was Fallout. Yes, there it is. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Great to have more people in the chat and more people following to be able to see more of the streams. A lot of LSPDFR and now ATS recently, quite a bit. Alright. Oh, it's great to have all you guys here. I mean, here it is 1 o'clock in the morning for me, much later for you guys. And we're just having a great time. And I know that Rye was here during it, but had a fun little co-pilot last night. My son was sitting on my lap, and so it's always something different, right? Let's go ahead and set my cruise control. Yeah, I saw that you were going to be doing that. It'll be good for everyone. If you guys are interested in watching some more streaming, I know that Israel here is planning on doing on his channel, Mr. No Logic, is going to start up a stream for European Truck Sim 2. He's level, I think he said 18. Has 2 trucks. So he's been going pretty well with that for a while. Definitely check him out. Just cruising along down here in California. There's a plane going overhead. Thing is, you're under 21, so you can't drive out of your state on a commercial license. I didn't realize you could get a CDL under 21. That's good to know. Good to have some that training, that certification early on. Gives you the chance to learn build the experience now, so that as you reach 21 and beyond, you have a jump on those people that start later on. So very awesome. You had some Tombstone pizza earlier and you were disappointed. Well, that's too bad. Pizza should be good. We actually just picked up Papa Murphy's last night and had some leftovers today. Very good pizza. I'm personally a fan of it. I like having the fresh stuff. Bring it in and cook it at home. In Cali, you can get it under 21. Interesting. Well, that's good to know. I learned something new here. What better thing to do than to learn something new about certifications and experience and learning, education. All good stuff. Slow speed zone out here. Whoa, driving off the road. Let's get back on here. Planning to leave real quick and return. If you don't return, see you on the next one. Well, thank you, Jamie, for being here. Really appreciate it. And we'll try to still be here. We've got at least another 134 miles, so we'll probably be here. DiGiorno? Oh, yeah, you can't really go wrong with DiGiorno. For sure. When we get frozen pizzas, that's usually what we go with. It was a struggle to find a job that would hire you because of your age. Found one and moved. Whoops. There I go again. Sorry, reading chat and trying to steer with a keyboard. It's not an ideal situation. That is awesome, though. Finding a place that'll hire you on, that's the way to do it, because honestly, getting started in an industry that you either enjoy or want to pursue, getting started is the hardest part. By far. I mean, there's definitely some speed bumps along the way, but that start is really difficult. Now they got those. They'd come with wings and breadsticks. DiGiorno does? Or are you talking about? Yeah, because Papa Murphy's doesn't have wings. I didn't realize that DiGiorno had that. It's good to know. So glad you finally caught a live stream. Have a great night, and we will chat again soon. Yeah, absolutely. Especially now that you're on Discord there. Thank you so much for joining that. And we'll definitely see you soon. And again, congratulations on that new skin. We're all looking forward to seeing that on the Discord server. Have a good night. I can bypass the nearby way station. That's great because I want to just keep rolling. Now I'll have to check that out with DiGiorno. I don't buy frozen pizzas very often anymore, now that I've found Papa Murphy's to just be really good tasting and unfortunately readily available. There's one that's only about 10 minutes from my house. And between them and Chipotle, those are places that I find myself at frequently. Although, if you're looking for any kind of like a thin crust pizza option, Mod Pizza. I don't know if they have those out there, but
Continue straight.
out this way there's Mod Pizza, and they make fresh wood-fired flat thin crust pizza, custom order and everything. Very good tasting. Need to join other Discords, but mine is so busy I don't have time to be active. I have to raise my hand and say I'm guilty of that as well. Right, I feel bad that I don't talk on yours very often. But yeah, even mine with... And it's not super busy, but I keep myself busy enough on it. Wow, I'm speeding. Let's slow it down just a touch. I think we're only a few miles over, though. Yeah, we are. That's not bad. Set cruise control
Keep
and
right.
move over.
And 10. Keep right.
Whoa! Oh, man. This sucks. Let's try to find another route that'll get us there. Oh, that's not awful. We'll just follow it straight, go through Stockton. So through Sacramento, through Stockton, and wrap around. Let's get myself back over here. Casano's Pizza is the stuff when it comes to thin crust. Oh, that makes sense. Never had theirs. I don't think they have any out this way. Welcome back, Jamie. Yeah, it really is hard to be active in so many Discords. When people would advertise theirs and mine, I'd be like, I would love to support your server, but if I'm not there, I'm not really helping anybody. So, it's a tough balance for sure. Same thing with the 5M servers. I was on a few of those early on and helped with the dev stuff, and I finally had to cut back on that because I was just not able to be active. Hey, we are in Sacramento now.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Wish you could pay someone to make new callouts for LSPD. Oh, we absolutely need more.
Exit right.
And I feel like there's some untapped markets out there as far as callouts. Routine stuff that law enforcement and even security deal with on a regular basis. Not even close to being touched. So there's definitely a need for new callouts. If I knew anything about it, I even downloaded the programs to be able to create the scripts. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. So we need those people that are experienced with it to keep working on those. Okay, we might clip that pole. Okay, we're gonna straighten ourselves out, get back on the road, watch out for the ambulance. You get mine at whoa, 2 Bro Pizza in Midtown Manhattan. $1 per slice. 2 slices and a can of soda for $3. I need to go there. The only place I can get that kind of deal is Winco. Or Costco. I think Costco's are like $2 pizzas. But still, $2 slices, but they're also like 3 times the size. You missed the heli chopper from Wilderness Callouts. Yours doesn't work? Yeah, Wilderness Callouts, I remember having issues with that one and having to pull it out as well. If that one had been updated, that would have been a great callout pack to expand on. Bet New York Pizza's good. Want to come visit those food carts on the corners? You don't have those there? We actually have... Portland is kind of known for their food carts. Unfortunately, they're all going to be really struggling right now, but food carts are amazing out here. There's such a variety and so many of them. You can't really go wrong with that. Needs a decent firefighter mod for single player. Yeah, I've looked at the one for single player, and it's not... The depth isn't there. It's not something I would take the hit and performance in order to have. And I feel like there needs to be a really good mod out there to play as a paramedic. I've tried to kind of roleplay it, and it just doesn't work. I feel like there needs to be a little more... something more established for that. I would love to try it out. I even did a couple... ambulance skins that I would love to kind of showcase, and that just doesn't work. I think it was Wilderness Callouts that did that. There we go. Get our high beams on so I can actually see where I'm going. Until I get up to another car.
Right.
If I'm ever in the area, it's on 38th Street and 8th Avenue in Manhattan. And no food carts on the streets. And all restaurants are takeout. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it is out here, too. For the limitations because of the virus. Typically, though, you have food carts everywhere out here. I can almost...
Keep left. And then
100...
turn left.
I'd say 99% guarantee I won't be in the area because Manhattan's about 3,000 miles away from here. But it is a really cool idea, and I would love to keep an eye out for that. Yeah, Oregon recently allowed bars to sell sealed alcohol curbside, which is kind of an interesting concept. Kind of want to do a drive-through of Manhattan, seeing how empty it is. That's actually something I've found to be really fascinating out here, is even though there's still a lot of cars out kind of defying the order, my commute to and from work every day has been amazing. There hasn't been a lot of heavy traffic, no slowing. I haven't had to stop on the highway at all. It's been fantastic. Not the conditions that I'd want to be able to have that in, but it's a thing. It's a perk to the a positive side to the negative problems in the world. Need to do an EMS video, but I don't have any of the mods. Again, Grow 1 is old and you don't use darks at all. There's another one, but you've never tried it? I didn't realize there was another one.
Straight.
It feels like being in a zombie apocalypse or a war zone. There's enough people out right now that I don't feel that way here. But seeing stuff like the highways in California being empty is just bizarre. Alright, so we got some construction up ahead. As much as these guys are going to hate it, I'm going to turn my high beams on so I can see what's going on. Best thing these days for fire and EMS is just jump on the 5M servers. Yeah, that's a really good point. I need to do that. It's getting it set up, or getting in with one and knowing what parameters and everything, just getting started with it. I need to do more of it, for sure. Want your money back for Resident Evil 3? Hope they give you the code today. Yeah,
right. And then exit right.
I hope they get that game to you. If you paid for it, they should definitely be sending it.
Exit right.
Wish the Civ fire would work.
Turn right.
Come on, truck, I don't want to stop. Go. £90,000 tractor behind me here. What's going on? I'm full power, so I might be stuck. Oh, I bet I hit something. It's so dark out. What did I clip? I can't see it. If I didn't hit anything, I don't know why I was not moving there. But we're moving now, so we'll take it. Civilians used to be able to start fires on the server. Oh, that would be a great feature for the realism and roleplay side of things. As long as they don't overdo it.
In 0.1 miles, turn right.
About to release your Friday the 13th intro.
Turn right.
Worked hours on a minute video, and I'm not sure if it's ghetto or not. I'm not really good with video editing. I've done it, but since I don't pay for a program, the features that I have are very limited. Yeah, car fires, I'm sure even building fires could be really good for that. You're just setting up your stream? Yeah, we've been going a little longer than I expected to, but it works out. So yeah, guys, if you do want to check out, if you're interested in any more streams after this, check out Mr. No Logic's channel there. Give him some support. He's just recently set up that account, so he could use any support he can get.
Right. And then exit right.
Super active on my Discord. Learned how to do skins, and then
exit right.
Joined the Discord and has been active and involved ever since. So definitely give him some support there.
Turn left.
Oh. Ooh, high-rise fire. That would be a unique aspect to it. I don't know how you hit that. Maybe a helicopter? Have you guys done any high-rise fires? Because that would be an interesting thing to see on stream. Everyone trying to tackle something they've never done before. Awesome. Thank you, Jamie, for doing that. I appreciate it. He'll be doing some ETS too. Alright, so we are out here on a... It's like a dam or something.
In 0.1 miles.
Make
Turn
sure
left.
everyone's awake here.
Turn left.
Do I actually want to turn left, or do I want to back in there? Oh, yeah, okay. We can just pull in. I actually kind of sort of forgot how big this thing was on our way down here. Boats are out here talking to me.
You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
Let's get that pulled up all the way. Communicating with the tugboats out there. Alright, so 230 miles. Not bad, another 468 experience points. Brings us up to like 260, 270 experience points needed. And it brought us in almost $9,000 even, so not bad at all. And Mr. No Logic is Israel, by the way, so same person there. So we're up to $143,000. We need a few hundred experience points, so we don't need to do anything crazy like these. Although, that would be a nice run. Look at that, over $12,000 for that. That's a good payout. That's almost $52 per mile. Let's go ahead and do a price, or just distance. Expiration, origin, destination, route length. Here we go. This in the prison. I was thinking I don't remember seeing anything in the prison. We got 100 miles. Turnkey house construction. That's not bad. 115 miles. And it weighs... I don't see its weight. Oh, it's just by... Oh, there it is. 44,000. That's true. No hurry. Trying to get level 13. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one here. I wasn't expecting to do another escort one. But let's do it. 115 miles and pays pretty well. And it's something I've never transported before. Alright, how are we doing on likes, guys? I haven't kept a close eye on it, and since my YouTube was acting kind of weird, I don't know where we're at on that. That's cool. Moving to manufactured home, double wide. And apparently there's some news coverage over it. That's interesting. Got plenty of people. Yeah, you guys would have quite a few there. Alright. How am I going to get that out of here? Oh, it's facing the other way. I thought I was practically nosed up to the concrete wall. Alright. Start up the truck here.
An elite team has been assembled to guide your mission. Let's get started.
Okay. Oh, cool. So it's another one we're pulling straight out. I think we're at the same location we were last time. You want to haul a plane or chopper? Yeah, there's a chopper that you can transport out of Portland to Newport. I did that one once, and that was pretty cool. I would definitely run that one again. The only downside is you take a lot of winding roads with a very heavy item with a escort, so it takes a while. But if you don't mind driving for a while, it's not a bad deal. Taking someone's house for a drive. What are we driving today? Another Peterbilt. Up in Oregon. Yeah, the one that I'm thinking of was out of Portland to Newport in Oregon. It's not a long drive, it's just through some hills.
In 0.1 miles, turn left.
Where are we taking this one again? Destination. I thought it told us the destination.
Turn left.
You don't like these too much because you're impatient to go slow? It's not overly slow if you already tend to follow the speed limit. But if you don't, yeah, I could see it being very slow. ETS 2 feels faster. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that. You also thought that it was in miles per hour and it was actually in kilometers, so minor detail. But if it feels faster, that's really all that matters there. I do feel like
Keep
this
right.
should be a 50 mile an hour speed
Exit
zone at
right.
least.
Exit right.
A nice little night run. It thinks we'll be there by about 4:15. It'll probably be like 6 based on the speeds. Always get nervous when you're in ETS, driving on that side of the road. Then when I get on a ferry, I get nervous that I'm going to get in the wrong lane. I could see that being pretty stressful. Welcome to the stream there. It's an interesting username. Definitely starting to feel tired. We've got 85 miles left of this run, so that's not too bad. You don't know, it feels more acceptable to drive as bad as the AI, and it just feels right. Yeah, I don't mind trying to follow the rules in this. Any of the actual simulations, it just feels right. It's not an arcade game, and it works out for me. Now, if it's something more arcade-like, well, yeah, I'm gonna probably take things a little faster. Hopefully our escort discourages people from coming at us, because I am gonna drive right down the middle of the road here. No reason to accidentally clip the guardrail. Whoa! We'll keep going, man. Well, great to have you here. Yeah, Stole is a good shortened way of saying it. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a great night or morning, depending on where you're at. Oh, you know what? It makes sense now. I see that you said 5 that you can see. I had forgotten that I had, in that amount of time, which is sad, forgotten about the question regarding likes. The only place that drives on the left side is the UK. I'd have a tough time bouncing back and forth. You cross the state lines and poof, you're supposed to be on the other side. Granted, in this country, there's all 50 states you drive on the right side, and I'm still driving across the line occasionally. Right, where is that music road? Is that a is that a mod in a different state? Never. I know I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Need to play more so you can get a garage in France, so I can drive on the right side. There's a good reason for wanting to be there. Such a windy road. I'm sure it saved cost somewhere, but it would be nice if they had straightened it out a little bit. Get some overheads up in the distance. I'm about to run over my backup again. Wrong game. My escort. He's trying to discourage that bus. Try to get both of them moved over. It's right outside of Albuquerque. I guess I'm not sure what's right outside of Albuquerque. Yours is in the Netherlands, because it's such a beautiful place to drive. That makes sense. Whoa. Well, I don't think he's streaming. He hasn't mentioned it anyways. Oh, right. I need to check that out before I leave tonight. Rye, if you don't mind, could you send that to my Discord, like just even a direct link or something? Or direct message? I'd be curious to check that out before I head to bed. But knowing me, I'm going to rush at the end of this stream and forget to check it until I get off the computer. I thought it was kind of cool. I saw that Discord had templates set up since everyone's stuck at home and needing to set up their conference calls and stuff. Discord set it up so you can actually communicate and set up a Discord server for non-gaming related stuff. And for people that aren't as fluent with their... Whoops! I looked off the screen. That was nice. But being able to set it up without the skill ahead of time, and I think that's a pretty cool idea. Used to play, then got into ATS too. Start doing convoys. Most had ATS as well, so I just ended up staying with that. That makes sense. I still don't have Truckers MP. I really need to get into it. I've seen you before. At least I've seen your username. No, I haven't played anything with Truckers MP or ATS map or anything like that. I would like to, but last time I tried installing it, it crashed my game, corrupted files, and I have just not tried it again. That said, I do need to try it again. But welcome to the stream. Great to have you here. I think it was Rye that you got with your username last time I saw you. Amsterdam is the place that you have your garage. It's amazing how difficult it can be to drive and read chat. Guess that's why they don't allow texting and driving. But sometime down the road I would love to get onto multiplayer. Even getting in on one of Rye's convoys would be a lot of fun. And it's a good enough reason. Right, about 15 miles out. Looks like we're going to be dropping this off at the same place we dropped off the last one. That reservoir tank. Yeah, that motorcycle trooper still sitting on the side of the road. I guess down there it is CHP officer, isn't it? It's not CHP trooper. That's interesting. I'm using keyboard and mouse. Oh, I think I clipped the... How? Looks like I suddenly hit a sharper corner there. Keyboard and mouse. This is not my best showing of it right now. Well, my rear escort should figure out that I'm backing up. And my front escort should have stopped this truck from getting in the way. There we go, we're clearing it now. Of all timing to clip the right side. Right after someone asked me about... Right after you asked me about the keyboard and mouse. I do have a controller. I just don't...
In 0.1 miles, turn right.
I just typically don't enjoy using it as much, so... I stick with this. I have some mods in it, such as... let's see, the Heavy Haulers is a DLC, that's not a mod, but I have some graphics enhancements. I have real business names instead of the fake ones. Morgan Freeman's voice, that's a mod. You know, I actually took a picture of it and I was going to post that in my Discord as to what mods I was currently using. Should do that once we get stopped. Pretty empty house from that view. This is part of the Heavy Haulers DLC, and it is an escort. I love the fact that this game actually supports mods. It's not like LSPDFR where you have to break into the files and insert them manually, and then there's an update that breaks it. Granted, the updates still occasionally break it on this too, but it's still supported by Steam and the creators of the game. Makes it a lot more interesting to me. You use the Yoda voice. Very cool. I did see that one on the list. I actually was originally going to use Liam Neeson, the voice, the actor from Taken movies. I was going to use that.
In 0.1 miles, turn right.
But I liked how clear Morgan Freeman's voice was. I'll probably go to Liam Neeson next. But Yoda's always a good option.
Turn right.
Nee, is this... So you played this game quite a bit as well? Got a lot of active members of the ATS community in this stream, which is great.
In 0.1 miles,
Although
turn left.
Everyone else disappeared out of chat there, it looks like. Hopefully we're still doing alright on the stream.
Turn left.
Alright, pulling into the location here. Missed the stop sign, hopefully. Well, that is awesome. I'm glad that there are so many people that are
honor and duty to see you through this mission.
Still actively involved in this game. Been out for about 4 years now, I think, from what I read. Thanks, Ace. Nice to know you're still here. Chat just got a little quiet. Alright, so that gave us another 478 XP, $5,500, and level 9. Oh, let's see. What does this one do? 30% experience bonus for that. You've been playing the game for the last 3 years? Very nice. I've had it for about 3 years. I play it off and on. I'm gonna go with this one here, the explosives with dynamite, fireworks, and ammunition. And no problem, Ace. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you on the next one. And I hope to catch your next stream as well. I really should get some sleep. Let's go ahead and take the hazardous cargo, though. Kind of widening it out, getting as much options as I can for the jobs. And once we unlock freight market and external contracts, it'll help as well. Let's see what we got. Like limestone is now in there, yogurt, dried fruits, clothes. So we got some pretty cool stuff out there. And we're almost at 150,000 at level 9. If we were to look at the trucks again, what are we looking at for truck dealers? I'm still thinking Kenworth, although International still catches my interest. But we'll take Kenworth, and we'll just go to the dealership and take a look at the trucks. Fortunately, I don't have to go with the first one, even though it's a great truck. I've driven it in every other game I've played of this, every other career. I've bought that one. No, I bought the Peterbilt version of it, so a little bit different. The 389, I believe it was. But this is the one right here that I want to buy. It's level 13. Price is 149. We're at 149 basically. So we wouldn't even be looking at a loan there. Yes, there is a mod for that. I'm trying not to just instantly have all the money. Kind of want to follow it through as an actual career. And so far it's gone pretty well, I think. It's kind of fun to take it slow. Let's see, that's level 13 as well. We could buy this one right now. I like the color of it, but color's changeable. But I really like having a sleeper on the truck. It just looks better, in my opinion. Hey, Holden, welcome to the stream. You just missed Ace. He's leaving now, but great to have you here. We are probably finishing up right now, though. We just hit level 9, and it's about 1:45 in the morning here. But I mean, we could do the W900 without the back cab. And we could do that right now. But I think right there is going to be the option I want to go with. So it's, I mean, we'll continue on. If it changes, it changes. And maybe we'll buy something different. When you started, it took you like 3 months to get 100,000. So good job. Thank you. I don't remember how many... Let me take a quick look at YouTube. As quick of a look as I can get. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 streams. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I mean, it kind of averages out to be about 2 hours a stream. So in 2, 4, 6, 8 hours? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 hours. 10 hours of game time? That's not too bad. There's always delays there. I figured as much, just been missing the streams the last couple of days. Well, and I've been having some weird stuff with YouTube. I mean, we tried to do some LSPDFR, but that didn't work out. But definitely check out the replay if you'd like. It was a good stream. I don't remember how long we were going. We added some people to the channel, which is awesome. Thank you guys for jumping in. Vincent Loves Games followed. We've had a great stream. Jamie's been here. Nee jumped in here recently. Ace Pilot, Rye Wilson, Mr. No Logic was here. Just a great conversation with everyone. Stoll was here for a bit. Just scrolling back. See, if I do the participants thing, that's people that are currently here. I've already listed off everyone there. TK, he jumped in first thing and subscribed, as well as told me that he learned how to do some skins from my tutorials and such, and is now on the Discord server, so pretty cool there as well. But it is time for me to get some sleep. Nee, thank you for subscribing as well. Appreciate it. I mean, this is great. We're getting a great community going here, which we've already been doing, but it's continuing to grow every stream, which is just awesome. Israel/No Logic is still here as well. He's doing a stream. In fact, guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump over to his channel once I... That's what I'm going to do. Let me just bring it up here real quick. That doesn't look right. Where's that cat logo? I know you're on here somewhere. I'd like to go ahead and do a raid, in a sense, but we want to jump into Mr. No Logic's stream. There we go. Go to channel. That's what I was looking for. Perfect. So if you guys want to go ahead and jump in on this stream here, at least drop a like, and feel free to do hashtag #CalRaid. He's already in our chat, so he knows that it's coming, but looks like he's still potentially working on it. Yeah, feel free to jump in, though. Thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate it. Have a great night, and I'll see you soon.